We just got this new stove, and I was expecting it to sit flush against the wall.
Yeah, that's a bit of a gap, isn't it? About 4 inches there.
It is, and I'm concerned about stuff falling behind there, especially after we get a new backsplash. It's really going to stand out.
All right, well, just give me a hand sliding up carefully. Lift a little at the front. All right. It's a pretty common problem. Here's our gas supply right here coming up with a gas shutoff and a flexible supply to the new stove. Now, the old stoves used to have all kinds of space back here, a big void, so where you put the gas pipe really didn't matter. But modern stoves have more features, you know, like a convection oven.
Well, this one has a convection.
All right, so you're the problem. You ordered too good of a stove. So now that takes up some of this real estate. So now it's much more critical to get the piping just right. So you can see we have to get all the piping below this height. So we're going to have to modify or shorten the pipe and drop it down. Let's see what you got underneath.
Okay, sure. Come on down.
All right, so we're down in your basement underneath the kitchen. So kitchen sink would be right there, your stove would be right here, and there is the gas pipe that we need to shorten right here. All right, first thing we're going to do is to find a gas shutoff. So here's the line here. Nothing goes here, goes to the front. You know, by code, every gas appliance has to have a shutoff right at the appliance, but I also like to see shutoffs at every branch off the main gas line. So here's the branch right here to the water heater, there's a shutoff. This one looks like it goes to the furnace, but this is the one to your stove, and look what's missing. There's no shutoff valve at all. All right, so it means we're gonna have to shut off the main gas, and this is where I gotta tell you, this job might seem simple enough, but I've got to warn you, this is only to be done by a licensed professional, okay? It's just too unsafe.
Absolutely.
All right. So with this, we're going to close this gas shutoff. We're going to turn it until these two holes line up. Okay, gas is off. All right, now we can disconnect our gas connection. Let's carefully move the stove out. I've got a drop cloth here. Slide to you. And just keep coming a little more. Now, I want to lift, and I want to come that way so I can have enough room to come in here. There we go. Good. So I'm going to break this connection right here. 2 wrenches, one to hold back. So you can see what we're up against here. There's this ledge right here, and that stands about, what, 11.5 off the floor. So that, I'll put a little witness mark on here. So 11.5. You can see how close we were. We still need enough for that flexible line to come up. So now we've got to get this gas shutoff valve down enough to allow us enough room. So we've got up to 6 inches to play with.
Sounds great.
Just got to back it out. All right, so this is going to deface the wall a little bit because the gas pipe went in before the sheetrock. All right, so the existing pipe is what? 12 inches exactly, so we could put a 6-inch piece. So in longer pieces of pipe, we often cut it and thread it in the field, but in the shorter pieces, it already comes pre-cut. So for a pro, you'd have a tray like this. This is a tray that has an assortment here of 6 inches down to about 1 inch, and they also go from 6.5 to 12. So this one should be the right one here. Should be perfect. Now I'm going to disconnect this piece. We'll put some pipe dope here and reassemble. Okay, lefty loosey. Okay, there's our old one. All right, now a little pipe dope on these threads. Okay, there. Now a little piped up on the other end. And now we've got to feed this down through and catch the threads below the floor. Okay, now I want to just bring it to a point where the gas shutoff is parallel to the wall so we have access to with a wrench. All right, let's just get this close enough so I can reconnect. Okay. Let me just make this connection. Let's pull the drop cloth out.
Okay.
Now we can turn the gas back on and test for leaks at our new work with a soap solution. If I see any air bubbles, it means there's a leak. All right, because we had to shut off the entire gas supply to the whole house, there was a chance some air got into the line. So what I did was I purged out each individual line to each appliance, made sure it's operating safely. But what do you think?
Wow, thank you. This looks great. It's exactly what we wanted.
All right, well, you were a great help.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.